Ever since I could remember, I'd been told I was a fake, radiating off him. You know Serafina isn't like you. She grew up suffering, didn't even finish school. You had every resource, every elite tutor. You had to be number one, had to crush her. You knew it would trigger her. I barely heard him. I was shivering, trying to piece together the sodden paper scraps in my hand. It's gone. The address. My home is gone. I moved toward the road again, desperate. Slap. The blow snapped my head to the side, my ear ringing. Before I could recover, Rowan dragged me to a stagnant, icy puddle. You want to die, Ren? Jump. Stop the performance. He swept his hand, knocking the remaining scraps into the filthy water. I looked at him, his eyes full of familiar condescension. I remembered Serafina's first birthday back. She cried, saying the pearl necklace Rowan gave her was missing and she'd seen me in her room. I fought back, begging to check the security cameras, but Rowan smashed the camera right in front of me, teaching me my truth meant nothing compared to her tears. The necklace was later found at the bottom of the backyard pool. String cut, pearls scattered. Everyone knew I had a near-death drowning experience as a child. Severe aquaphobia. Even a full bathtub suffocated me. But that winter, Rowan threw me into the icy pool. Get every pearl. Don't come out until you find them all. My parents watched Serafina sob into their shoulders and said nothing. I passed out multiple times, woken by cold water each time, until my numb fingers found every last pearl. Since then, even light on water made me shake. Rowan knew this. He was certain I was too afraid to jump. He didn't know that in prison, when I used a sharpened plastic to open my veins, all I felt was peace. The ER doctor told the guards, she has a profound desire for self-destruction. Without support, she won't last. Rowan smirked at my hollow eyes. Coward. You don't even have the guts to look at the water. Think about how much Serafina suffered too. He didn't finish. I lunged forward and dove headfirst into the freezing puddle. The water burned my nose and throat. My real family was my last hope. If I couldn't have that, I didn't want anything. A second later, I was yanked out by the waist and slammed onto the muddy grass. I coughed, retching up dirty water. Through the blur, I saw Rowan, soaked, kneeling in mud, hands trembling from pulling me out. He stared at me, pupils blown wide, his look no longer disdain, but disbelief, and raw, unadulterated terror. I didn't understand. If the fake died, wasn't that what he wanted? I stared at the pulp in my hand, the wet, ink-blurred remains of the address. Soul-deep exhaustion washed over me. If I had a knife, could I finally sleep? Rowan watched me, his voice softening, tentative. Ren, why? You weren't like this before. Since when did you take my words so literally? He was right. As a toddler, he'd say, you're just a placeholder. Serafina is my only sister. And I'd smile and ask for a hug. Later, I'd study until my fingers cramped to make his favorite snacks, only for him to sneer. Serafina would never beg for affection. I'd still hold the plate out. No matter how cruel he was, the little girl in me followed him like a shadow, convinced he just had a temper, until Serafina came back. Then I saw what he looked like when he loved someone. In high school, when bullies cornered us, he pulled Serafina behind him, didn't even glance at me, just walked away. His friend asked, what about the other one? He said, she's not my sister. I stayed, facing insults and shoves alone. I struggled to sit up, the address fading from my mind. Ren, come home. The family's waiting for Christmas dinner, Rowan said, his tone nauseatingly self-righteous. Rowan, you're not my brother. Let me go to my real home. I screamed, slapping him hard. His head snapped back. He froze, then his gaze dropped to my wrists, lattice of scars, old and new. He paled, eyes reddening. Ren, your hands. Did someone hurt you in there? I paid the guards to look after you. He looked sad, hurt. It was absurd. I'd stopped chasing him, stopped calling him brother. What did he have to grieve? Why are you acting like a martyr? I asked, voice like dry